Hello. We are live. Thanks, Laura, for the follow. Hope you enjoy your time here. That was probably loud, I'm sorry. We're making a Shadesel Trending Guide. Hello, it is me. It is my voice. Hello. I am here now. I've suddenly materialized into existence in my room. Hold on, let me close the door. Right, the door is closed. Let me turn on the light too. This is gonna get. It's not gonna get dark for a while. It's fine. Light is off again. All right. Hi. Gonna make a Shadesel Trending Guide. How are we doing? Make sure on timer. Make sure we have save open. Alright. It's been... I was gonna say it's been oddly nice recently, and then I looked out my window and it's like cloudy and it looks cold and windy. I'm like, that is not nice weather. That is like very cold weather. Oh yeah, this is also the first time I've been like showing on HKSC, I think, as streaming in a while, because I've always been closing Discord whenever I stream. But this time I'm like, hey, I'm making a guide. I'm not actually doing runs. Why not just keep Discord open and hope everything doesn't go horribly wrong? So yeah, let's hope this stream doesn't crash and burn. If it does, it's not my fault. if it does, it is my fault for having Discord open. So I found it nice. It is good that I kept Discord open then. This time at least. Usually I don't, because my laptop will crash and burn if I'm actually doing runs with Discord open. But for now I'm just like, why not? Get a couple more minutes for people to come in before starting. I actually did a couple offline runs, a few offline runs these past couple of days, and I got a 109. I got a sub 110. I think I'm the third to get sub 110 current patch. After Kuro and Quado, and the first to get it with Shadesel. I'm also the only one that actively runs Shadesel. Thanks for TGs. I'll probably put that up on SRC pretty soon. I am gonna go for Reki though. I'm less than a minute away. I think I'm less than a minute away. Is it 108.52? Is that Kuro? Is that her run time? Give me a sec. Right, leaderboards, full game. I just want to look at this real quick. You guys said better TV, better TV emotes. Yeah, I should. I should do that at some point. Like actually, I really should do that, but I'm not bothered enough at the current moment. I'll probably do it like after stream. Okay, yeah, Kuro's run is 108.50. So yeah, I'm like a minute and 1 second away. Basically under a minute away. I'll say it's under a minute. It's also top 3, so proud of that. It's also the third sub 109. And is it the third sub 109? I don't think it is. I think Kuro got a couple sub 109 PBs. One. Yeah, Kuro got a 109.34. Or sub 110 is what I mean. Before getting there. 108. So yeah, I'm the fourth, I think, sub 109. If we're going by SRC, which is not the most accurate thing because it's also possible that Kuro got a 109 like 45 or something. Entirely possible. Alright. I think we're gonna go get started. I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. Hold on. Actually, let me do one last thing. I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna set up a command. Give me a sec. Let's do that. Yeah, and then try to pull down. Submit. I don't have a questions command. Basically, feel free to ask questions at any time. I'll try to answer questions as I go. If anyone has questions, at least. Alright, update info. Question, how are you so good and cool? I am. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I will neither agree nor disagree, but thank you. Alright, let's get started. I'll probably take a couple breaks in between. It'll probably be about a 4 or 5 part guide in videos. I might take like water breaks in between, and if this goes for like 5 streams or something, it'll be, or 3 streams. It's not gonna go 5 streams. It's not gonna be a 9-hour guide. It's not gonna be any more than a 10-hour guide. I can tell you that much. All right, start. Add stream marker added. Great. So yeah, hello. This is a guide for Shade Soul, for Hollow Knight Shade Soul route true ending. No major glitches. I'm Sawayoshi. At the time of recording this, of streaming and recording this, I have for credentials, I have 3rd place in 1.4 plus true ending. And I have a sub 1 hour 10 minute time, which would give me a pretty good time on 1.2.1 as well. But my laptop is not good enough to run on 1.2.1, so I would love to do that if once I get a better computer, but for now I'm just running current patch. This is being streamed on Twitch right now. If you're watching this on as a video guide on YouTube, twitch.tv/SawayoshiYT. Feel free to follow if you want to catch more streams. Laura says hi YouTube. My chat isn't on screen, so I should have put it on screen, but I don't have anything set up for that. But yeah. This guide is going to be covering the Shade Soul route for true ending. There on current patch, there's also a Shriek route, which gets Abyss Shriek instead of Shade Soul. There's also a combined route that gets both. I'll cover a bit of the both route since it's relatively similar to the both route for 1.2.1 is relatively similar to the both route for 1.4 plus. To the Shade Soul route for both is what I meant. I'll cover a bit of that. This guy's gonna be mostly focused on current patch. Did I say that? Because it's all I run. But most of the things I say will be, most of the things I say in basically the entire route will be the same for both. So, yeah. A bit about true ending. True ending is one of the most difficult categories on the main board. One of the most difficult NMG categories on the main boards. mainly because you're going into Radiance with such low equipment. In this route, you're only getting Shade Soul. So you're going to be doing Nail 0, 5 health, no extra soul vessels, and only Shade Soul for damage. And you're going to be doing Radiance with that, so it's a difficult category. Potentially more difficult than any percent with Watcher Knight. Even more difficult than Watcher Knights. Probably more difficult than Watcher Knights. So yeah, it's probably not an amazing first category, but if you have if you have enough game knowledge, you've done a couple runs of other categories, then yeah, trending might be your next step. A bit about that, I'll be assuming that you have at least a little bit of game knowledge and enough knowledge about speedrunning this game to be able to follow along. So I'll probably skip over like I'll probably skip over like how to do fireball skips, that kind of thing, or how to work in pogos in your everyday movement, that sort of thing. I'll probably be skipping that. Let's get started. It's probably going to be a few parts to this. There is a shade skip, so we're not going to be doing Steel Soul. We're definitely not doing Godseeker. Going to start a normal file. Also, one more thing. To practice, if you're on PC, a very good idea for practice is to use debug mod. And I think, yeah, debug mod is basically required for practice. It's not required, but it's very, very, very useful, and the main thing you should have for practice. Timer mod is useful, bench warp is useful, but definitely debug mod. I'll be linking that in the description below. But yeah, let's get started. So, King's Pass, it's your everyday King's Pass. You're just gonna go through KP. Nothing extra. You're just gonna go through. Yeah, there's really nothing to talk about here. It's just your basic KP movement. Do the Vengefly Pogo. I'll be skipping smaller stuff like that. I'll be really focusing on the things that are key specific. Soft fall there. For any of this movement that you're not super familiar with, there's a couple any percent guides out there that go in depth with like early game things that you can follow to get a basic gist of how you're supposed to do things. This is a 1.4.3.2 exclusive tech. You can open your inventory while you're landing to cancel your landing lag. Not possible on 1.5.78 is current at the time of this recording, and not really useful on 1.2.1 because you can open inventory before landing. There's also KP tech in 1.2.1, but that's not super important. Alright, inventory drop here. That was clean, I got hit, that's RNG. This is basic stuff that you'd also be doing in any percent. Double spike. Easier on current patch, more consistent on 1.2.1. So we're gonna kill the first Aspid, get a bit of this Geo, and use the spike to kill both of them. That's you can do it from the bottom platform pretty easily on current patch. On 1.2.1, you're gonna want to do it like so, like that, but don't miss the spike. Do exactly what I did, but don't miss the spike, and you'll get it. Amazing. Alright, hold on. Like that. It's more tight. Don't get discouraged if you miss it. It's harder on 1.2.1, but it's 100% consistent. It's easier on current patch, but there are RNG patterns that you won't be able to get the double spike at all. But that's about a 1 in about, I think, 15 chance is what it feels like. Again, normal movement that you see in every other run that doesn't get Fury. Skip this bench. Statue pogo. Alright. Break this wall because it's fun. I missed it. That's completely fine. There's no reason to break that wall. And going into False Knight. Let's say a safe state here. This is the first part that's different from any percent runs. In any percent runs, you're going to be skipping False Knight. In True Ending, you're going to be wanting to kill False Knight for the Geo. And also you want to kill False Knight so you have quicker access to Failed Champion later in the run. So this is not the easiest thing to do, but once you learn it, it's pretty consistent. So what you're going to want to do, the verse cycle is entirely the same. The first cycle is entirely the same. Uh, 13 hits, right? 13 hits. And this is where it starts to change. 8 hits, right? I'll just run through it once. So you're going to want to do that pattern, get 13 hits on the armor. Again, I'll explain this after. And you do 3 cycles, and that's basically the end of the fight. Heal, since you're not going to be at full health. You just need to be at least 2 health at this point. Fall down. 8 more hits, and that's the end of the fight. So now to explain what's going on. Now to explain what's going on. Hold on. Give me a second to get back into the arena. Alright, so, oops. So you do this, right? You get 13 hits, he staggers, and then you get 8 more hits, right? That's 7. Next hit's gonna unstagger. You want to get 9 hits in this cycle. 9 hits, then take a hit once, a damage tank, so that you can get 4 more hits without taking any more damage. This is the optimal cycle. It's not easy, but once you learn it, it's pretty consistent. So yeah. How you want to do it is, how I do it at least, is I get the 8th hit on the maggot, I wait, I wait a tiny bit so that I can actually hit the armor. Doing a nail slash as early as possible will not hit the armor. So you wait a little bit, do 2 slashes, so you wait a bit, you do 1 side slash, you do a second side slash, and at the same time as that second side slash, you jump. So you jump, you do 1 more side slash and up slash while he's jumping over you, and then 4 more side slashes, and then the 9th hit should be an up slash, and then you're gonna walk into False Knight. And that damage tank is going to give you enough iframes to get 4 more hits in. And that'll be 13 for the cycle. And you do that twice. So let's see. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 13. And you need to make sure that you're not at 1 health when you're doing this. Because if you are, you will die. So 1, 2, jump, 3. That was bad. Give me a second. Let me retry that. Oops, where am I? Hi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dang, you're only giving me good RNG today. A couple heals because we have time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I missed a hit. You can get the same, you can get basically the same cycle, you're just gonna have to take 2 damage instead. Or if you miss the first slash. You can get this basically the same cycle, you're just gonna have to take 2 damage instead. It's a little scary, but it works. So one more time. One more time. Ow, God, where did you come from? Let me heal. Alright. Hold on. One more time. Where am I? Give me a sec, there's no sound for some reason. So you come up here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You really are only giving me good RNG. Take a couple heals, and while you're doing the fight, once you start learning it, make sure to pick up the Geo as you go. Because you're going to be needing Geo. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's the end. Pick up the Geo because you have a bit of time here. And if you really want, you can pick up this 1 Geo over here. Oh, that loses time. Just make sure you're down here by the time the maggot comes out. The being down here at the right timing is more important than getting all the Geo. Alright. We don't need City Crest, so we're just gonna leave that there. Theoretically, it doesn't lose time to pick it up, but it's more consistent to not. Hit the Geo chest, pick up the Geo, make sure you get all the Geo inside the chest as well, because some can get stuck in there. You just want to pick up all the big Geo. The small Geo's not critical to get. It's not critical to pick up. You just need to get about between like 190, 198 Geo is basically the sweet spot that you want to aim for. If nothing falls down, then you can go for all 200, but you really want to get at least 190 there. Alright. And we get Vengeful Spirit. That's the first split of True Ending. Basically the same as any other category except for the False Knight fight. From here, entering Green Path is the same as any other category. Hello. I'm just gonna go through A-Mound. Just the normal stuff. Oops. Messed some stuff up. Again, most of this is covered in other any percent guides that are found, elsewhere. Just gonna heal because why not? And then the Balder, 2 fireballs, 1, 2, okay, 2 spits. Get Soul, kill the Balder. If you want super safety, and have a really, really comfy green path, you can get Soul Catcher. It helps a little bit, but it's not generally worth it once you start learning like enough about this. Talk to the shaman, leave, and skip this bench. If you're at low health, you can take it. You will get a hard save to that bench. Oops. Yeah, this is also the same as like any percent. Yep, this is True Ending. This is basically the same as any other category. Just climb up, collect soul. On 1.4 and up, you want to hit that tick for soul. On 1.2.1, there's a quick heal for the Balder that I can't show because this is on current patch, which you only really want like 6 soul. 9 is helpful, but you don't really need it. You definitely need at least 3. Alright, so the Balder, same as before on current patch. Woo, good RNG. First bit. 2 fireballs, hit the Balder, and 2 more fireballs. If you get good RNG, the Balder can spit out a second Balder, and you can hit that one 3 times for an extra 3 soul. And what that lets you do is this fireball skip. On 1.2.1, if you go in here with enough soul, you'll just have enough soul to do that. And yeah, let's keep going. So we're into Green Path. This is basically the same. There's a couple different geo routes depending on how you route this out. There's one route that does Venge Viking, and one route that does the pair of Moss Knights near the Geo Rocks for Geo. That's going to depend on whether you get the Shroom Lurker's Charm Notch or not. Alright. Fireball skip here. Keep going. Again, this is movement covered in a plethora of any percent guides out there. Kill that. Moss Charger. One more fireball skip. Something that isn't covered in other guides is there is a nail boost strat here that I missed as a backup. The nail knockback lets you get that easier. I missed it, so we're just going to do the normal 2 fireball. It's also possible with 1 fireball, but it's much more difficult. It's much nicer to do 2 fireballs. Get past those enemies, and we keep going. Alright. So this Moss Knight is basically the same on, the general idea is the same on any patch, but you want to nail hit fireball and get a double there. If you don't, or if it's too difficult, you can just shoot 2 fireballs instead. You're gonna need to get a little bit of extra soul in this room. So this is where the routes start to diverge depending on whether you want to have Dream Wielder or not. On 1.4 plus, you're definitely going to want Dream Wielder because it's optimal. On 1.2.2.1, it's debatable. Most people say it's not, but it's close. It's comfier, it's more consistent, I feel like, but it is contested whether it's actually faster or not. On current patch, it is definitely faster. If you're running the Dream Wielder route that gets the Charm Notch from Shroom Ogres, you're going to want to kill Vengefly King. If you're not doing the Dream Wielder route, you're going to want to skip Vengefly King and kill the Moss Knights instead. Let's start with doing Vengefly King. So this is the same as any percent again. You get enough soul. You want to have at least 7 soul going into VK. Do the quick kill, and then keep going. That's going to give you enough Geo for a while. And if you don't do Vengefly King, you're going to do the Moss Knights down here. Let me set stage it up here. You don't want to walk down here. I don't have soul. I don't have soul. That is an issue. Alright, there we go. So you're gonna need max soul going into this, which is part of the reason why you don't do Vengefly King. Did that hit? That didn't hit. So the Moss Knights can be a little mean, especially on current patch. Because if the right Moss Knight is too far away, the fireballs won't hit. On 1221, the fireballs go a little farther, so there's a little bit more leniency in that. But basically what you want to do is you want to just walk down, get one up slash on this Moss Knight, jump up to get them to jump back, shoot 3 fireballs, and then wait a little bit, shoot 3 fireballs, and then get 1 pogo on this guy. And that should be enough if all 3 fireballs hit. And then you collect the geo and move on. And on 161, there's a good pattern and a bad pattern. On 1.4 plus, you are locked to the bad pattern. There is no good pattern. And also your fireball goes even shorter, so it's not as good. If the Moss Knight is farther left, let's just wait a bit to try to emulate that. So about this timing, right? This is what the good pattern on 161 is going to look like, and then you can just fireball, and then you can just keep going. Alright. And if you did Venge Viking, you're just gonna go the top route, the same as any other category. You get this Moss Charger, get the Geo, and you just go into Hornet. Alright. And then Hornet, same as any other category. I'm probably going to be skipping explanation for this. General stuff. You want the keeper either keep her in the corner or get doubles. It's a bit hard on it's a bit of a harder fight on 1.4 plus because of the stagger count, but it's basically the same. It's not very different between the patches, but it's noticeably different. Alright. And then you get dash. Alright. Hold on. Let me drink some water. Talking for a lot makes my voice go away a little bit, but that's fine. Alright. So you get dash, right? At this point, the route very much changes from the any percent route. Every route's gonna have to do this. Whether you get Shriek, you get Shade Soul, you do Dream Wielder, you don't do Dream Wielder, this next part is going to be different from any percent. So, we come back to Ancestral Mound after the save quit, the same as any other category. What we need to do here is we need to go right. In any percent you would go left and go down to Fungal. Here we go right. Why? We don't get Claw yet, and also we've already killed False Knight so that we can just go through the arena. That is a scarily long load. So this room we're gonna want to get a little bit of soul, so hit those two. Get a couple hits on that guy. Oops. Okay, there we go. Get a hit on this tick. On 161 you can just inventory drop past there. I don't know if it's faster, but you can inventory drop there and skip the hit on the tick, or you can inventory drop at the aspid below and get the hit on the tick instead. Unlock the stag, and then we're gonna go down. Then here you can either inventory drop past the aspid if you got the hit on 161, or you can just get the hit there. I'm not sure which is faster. Get hits on the Jennifer, get hits on the Jumping Husk, enough to get up to at least 6 soul. And then the same. 3 nail cancels, 6 nail hits, and that's enough for Grezmon. Your health doesn't matter, you just want to have at least 6 hits of soul so you can get 2 fireballs for the cleanup. you want to go high, because having high Gruzzers like this is much more painful than because we don't have Claw to get up. We don't have Claw. So you want to keep, you definitely don't want to get Gruzmom Geos stuck up in the ceiling. So be careful of that, and you want to hit the high Gruzzers. If instead of getting the low Gruzzers, if you have the choice to clean up. And yeah, once we do that, we sit on this bench and we go into Salubra, and we get Shaman Stone. Every speedrunner's most used charm. Yeah, Shaman. If you go Shriek route, you'll be getting Steady Body as well, but we do not. And then we leave. Hold on, let me set a safe state here. Once we leave, things start changing immediately. So we want to die to this husk. Why? We have a Shade Skip immediately. We have a Shade Skip immediately. We want to equip Shaman either here or at the next stag. We want to get 2 nail hits, and we want to get 2 nail hits here. Those husks can be in different positions depending on 161. They can be on different positions on current patch. They will always be in the same positions. You'll be able to get 2 hits on both of them. Either way. On 161 it's a bit different, but we want at least 6 soul when we're doing the Shade Skip. Gonna save Sly. Make sure not to fire a fireball on accident. Thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoyed time here. Get a couple more hits. We're at 6 soul. This is exactly what we need. Alright. This is the hardest skip in True Ending. It's also possibly the only like major skip in True Ending. No, there's a couple. We need to Shade Skip up to Blue Lake, but we don't have Claw, so what do? We Shade Skip with just Fireball and Dash. This is difficult. There's a couple different ways to do it. The starting off, I recommend 2 Fireball. Once you get a bit better at that, you can start trying to use 1 Fireball. There is a 0 Fireball method that I use, but I don't recommend it. It's very difficult. So yeah. You're gonna want to come up here, jump twice, take a hit, pogo, fireball, pogo, fireball, pogo, dash. And that's how you do it with 2 fireballs. Let me slow it down. So you're gonna want to go down here, dash onto here. Oh, we got a Shade Fireball. This is still salvageable. Shade Fireball just means you have to wait out the fireball. 2 jumps. Jump into your shade, pogo, fireball, pogo, fireball, pogo. And you should be able to make it. And this is useful in True Ending, it's also useful in meme categories. All Whispering Bridge does it. Yeah. Definitely don't be discouraged if you don't get this first try, because this is a difficult skip. Even experienced runners miss it every once in a while. So, jump, full jump twice, full jump again, get hit by your shade, pogo, fireball, and I missed the pogo there because I just wasn't holding down. Yeah, this is one there, if you have the ability to use save states, you're probably going to want to practice with save states. Jump, 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 get hit, pogo, fireball, pogo, fireball, pogo, dash. And I'll get you up onto the ledge. And if once you get good at that, and you want to integrate a different method, you can try going for 1 fireball. It's riskier, it's more difficult, it's consistent, and it saves, my guess is probably around 2 seconds. You still want 6 soul for a reason I'll explain later. So let me do it in real time. Hold on. So this is how you do one fireball. Oh, I got a fireball. 2 jumps. Pogo, pogo, fireball, pogo, and dash. It's tighter because you have to get up here with 1 less air stall. So you're gonna be saving less height. You're gonna be falling between the 2 pogos. So it's tighter. It's less inputs because you don't have to do the fireball, but you have to be aware of a lot of your shade's position, and it's just a lot tighter because you don't get the extra height from the fireball stall. Basically make the shade go there with the 2 full jumps. Yeah, the 2 full jumps will get the shade high enough to jump into them and get the height for the pogo. If you just try to go for it from here, the shade won't go near high enough to get the damage tank and the parry. So let me do that in slow-mo. Let me do the 1 fireball in slow-mo. Right? So, up here. You jump. 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 Get hit. Parry. Pogo. Fireball. Pogo. Dash. And I missed it there. It's not easy. It's consistent if you get it, once you learn it, but it's not easy. By any means. And I missed it again. But that's basically what you want to be doing. One jump, 2 jumps, 3rd jump, get hit, pogo, pogo, fireball, pogo, dash, and let me try it at full speed. I might be better at full speed. But that's basically the inputs that we're going to be wanting to do. Got a shade fireball. If we get a shade fireball, wait for the shade to go back down. 2 jumps. You can do this with 3 fireballs. You can't do it with 3 fireballs because you don't have the soul for 3 fireballs because your shade is out. You can't have 3 casts of soul for this. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I am better at it at full speed. There's the soul vessel. You're not going to be getting a soul vessel by this point in the run. You're going to have the broken soul vessel, this broken soul gauge because your shade is out, so you can only get 2 casts worth, 6 hits of soul, 2 casts worth, so you only have 2 fireballs to work with. 3 fireballs. You're not going to have 3 fireballs. Let's do this again. There we go. And that's basically how you're going to be wanting to do the 1 fireball. This leaves you with 1 cast that we'll use later. And if this is too difficult, of course you can just stick with the 2 fireball. It loses probably like 2 seconds, not a big time loss at all. Give me a sec. There is a strat for if you want to do 0 fireball. I'll just do it once. It's the same damage taking as any percent. You save Sly, Sly is gone because I already did this. And then you die. You die there, you equip Shaman Stone. And I missed it there. Give me a second. Yeah, this is not an easy skip. Even I miss it, and I'm the only one that really does it in runs. Hold on. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Give me one more try at it. I'm just gonna. So you saw the death. You saw all of that. And then you respawn at the bench, right? You respawn at the bench, you put on Shaman, come over here, shade fireballs. And then you make it. Difficult, I don't recommend it at all, but it is an option if you really, really, really want to save time. It probably saves around, like, 5 seconds if you get it probably closer to 7 if you get it perfectly. But also, it would be the hardest skip in any mainboard run. I'm the only one that does it, and I don't recommend it to anyone else. So, we're up to Blue Lake now. Give me a sec. Alright. So we're up to Blue Lake. If you do one fireball, you have a castle soul. If you don't, you don't. We skipped the wall cling storage here because we don't have claw. Please don't make the mistake of going through the wall cling storage with claw. Without claw, I mean. I've done that a couple times. So we're just gonna go no claw. Dash across Blue Lake. Again, we don't have claws, so this movement is gonna be slightly different. We can hit that lever from below. We jump up. And we get Dream Nail. Dream Nail cussing, there's a couple different options. There is a faster method, but it's scary. It's scarier than in any percent basically. Alright. So you come into here, right? There's a couple options. You can go for the Dream Dash, or you can not go for the Dream Dash. The Dream Dash basically is that. You just dash onto the platform. It's tight, and if you miss it, you fall down and lose like close to 10 seconds. So it's your choice whether to do it or not. Starting off, I definitely recommend not doing it, because there's no recovery with claw either, like there is in any percent. Also, I forgot to mention this, on 161, it's faster to fall off, because the seer just takes ages to spawn otherwise. On 1.4 plus, you can just wait, it's faster. So you can do Dream Dash, or you can not, and just jump up over. And then everything else is the same as other categories from here. As any percent. Oops, I messed up the movement. Let me just show the full movement once with the Dream Dash. This platform is a little scary, but it feels good to get it, and falling off takes away a lot of time, so you want to mess up as little as possible. Feel free to take safe strats anywhere you want. I did a couple underplats, I did a couple difficult strats. I just went as quickly as possible through that. Talk to the seer. We get Dream Nail, right? Get Dream Nail. Once you get Dream Nail, once we get Dream Nail, this again is where the route changes from other categories. First off, the same. We want to just mash pause as quickly as possible, and then hold right in the pause menu. Try to dash out of this here. Even if you can't get it, you're still saving time, because if you don't do it at all, you respawn right here. So you are saving time by going for it. You dash out, and if you get it, you can just go down here. If you don't, you just fall. We're gonna go over to the stag. Open up. You're gonna hit the lever, sit on the bench, equip Shaman if you didn't, and hit the bell. So you can hit the bell. You can hit the bell like that. If you did the one fireball shade skip, you can hit the lever, So let's see. We're gonna go ahead, hit the lever, sit on the bench from about the center, turn around and fireball. On 1.4 plus, that's where you're gonna want to do it. On 1.2.1, you can fireball from basically here, and it'll hit. On Grand Patch, fireball range is nerfed, so you're gonna have to fireball around here. So you do that, you leave the room, you come back, and that saves about 2 seconds. And if you did 2 fireball or 0 fireball, you just hit the bell and wait. Stack comes, you mash through text, and you're gonna want to go 1 up. 1 up, remember that, to crossroad stack. Gonna go 1 up. And then we're gonna go reverse through here and get claw. And there's a reason we get Dream Nail early. There is a pogo here that I want to cover. And pogo there. And that makes it a bit less scary. You want to get 2 hits of soul here. You get 1 hit of soul here. There's a reason we get Dream Nail early, and it's because we need to do Elder Who. I'm holding down instead of left. We want to do Elder Who first. So we're gonna go down here. This is an inventory drop on 161. On 1.4 plus, you just do that. And we're to Fungal. And we want at least 4 soul here. Again, the 1.4 tech. And the route changes again here. The route changes again here. If you're on 1.4 plus, or if you're on 1.2.1 and you want to do the Dream Wielder route, we're gonna do Shroom Lurkers. If you're on 1.2.1 and you don't want to do the Dream Wielder route, you just go right. You'll have done Moss Knights, so you should have enough Geo. Okay. So Shroom Lurkers. Because this is the route, this is the optimal route for current patch, and also the comfy route, if you want to call it that, for 1.2.1. You're gonna be doing Shroomals for the Charm Notch and the Geo. So you'll have done Bench Flanking. Let me do this. Set a save state. You're gonna want to get those hits. Hold on. Let me do that again. This is how I do it. And this is a full heal, so you can take as much damage as you want. So let's do that in slow-mo. Let's do that in slow-mo. This is how I like to do it. Shriek runners who also get this Charm Notch the same way have a different strat. So you want to do 2 nail cancels, 2 nail hits. Go here, 2 nail cancels, 2 nail cancels. Get enough soul for the fireball, and then you can fireball this way and get both of them at once. Feel free to take damage there, that's completely fine. This is a full heal. And that'll get you this Charm Notch. So this is hard to optimize, easy to do, hard to optimize. Don't focus on it too much starting off. There's much better stuff to focus on. The strat that other people do is 3 nail cancels, nail hit, and then 6 nail hits, 2 nail cancels. That's how other people do it. I don't know which is faster. This does leave you with more soul, which is nice, but it also takes more nail hits. Alright. And then if you're doing the Dream Wielder list route, then you're not going to be getting this anyways. Alright. I'm not sure which way is faster. My way looks cooler because I have damage tanks, but I really don't know which way is faster. So then we go over here. And if we don't get Dream Lord, we just go like that. And then we want to go top route. We want to get a lot of soul here. We want to get those 5 hits. I want to get those 5 hits. You go down here, Pogo, immediately dash, and get 2 hits there. That gives you 7 soul, which is more than enough for Elder Who. So Elder Who. Elder Who. Is that a save state? The first difficult, not difficult, but like important boss fight of the run. This is a lot of RNG, so it's going to be a lot of variance in times here, especially on 1.4 plus. On 1.61 there is a consistent strat for after the pancakes, but on this patch there isn't. So starting off, you want to get as many fireball doubles as you want, as you need, as you can, is the word I'm looking for. Ooh, this is good RNG. That's so. And you want as little of the sets of like coming in pancakes is what people call them. You want as little of that as possible. You can get 1 double starting off on 161, you can get 2. Oops. And sometimes he will teleport behind you, and at that point, you just don't. You want to delay the fireball and then react to whether he teleports or not. I'm bad at reacting like that. And then sometimes he'll just teleport away like that. You want to avoid those as much as possible because that's just wasted DPS and soul. On 1.2.1, it's a bit more consistent because after the long attack that goes in, Elder Who will always spawn the left. So what people do in that case is they nail slash, fireball, and that'll double usually, I think. On 1.4 plus. If you're on the edges of the arena, Elder Who will always spawn the opposite side, and if you're in the middle, it's RNG whether on which side he spawns on. If you look at the hitboxes, it's this bigger square. I think. Is it? Yeah, I think so. If you're outside of this, Elder Who will always spawn on the right side here, on the left side here, and then if you're in the middle, it's just RNG. Which is amazing. This fight is going to take a while to get used to, and you might die a couple times here starting off. And if you do, you just need to get soul and heal before going down for claw. So you don't want to talk to Elder Who, you just want to dream nail. On 1.2.1, if you dream nail and then dream nail again as the dream nail finishes, without pressing anything else, if you dream nail, let me show you the timing, and then dream nail here, then you got dream nail cancel and you can leave. You want to wait until the essence collects to leave. On 1.4 plus, that's just not a thing, so you just wait here. Let me heal a bit. Alright, so you get Who, that's 100 essence, and then we go over left. I can get a hit of soul here from this board, which is nice. And from here it's the same as like any percent. Alright. Then you can get a bit of soul in the next room actually. For healing if you really need it. you can get hits on these guys. And if you really need soul, you can get 3 hits here. Then Epogo. This is the same as other categories. There's other much better guides than what I can make for this. I'll link for 1221. It's there is a guide. There's Fireborn's any percent guide covers Epogo pretty well. On 1.4 plus, there's a few different methods. Cthulhu's Comfy Pogo, which uses 2 or 3 fireballs, is nice. I like this strat, which is Expo Cooper strat, where you can do that with 1 fireball, which is nice because you don't need to collect as much soul. Especially nice because you're probably gonna have no soul coming out of who. So yeah, there's a few different ways for this. I'll link those guides in the description below. Fireborn's 80% guide. Wonky also has an 80% guide that probably covers the Epogo. If it I'll probably link that regardless. And then Cthulhu's Comfy Pogo guide. Those will all be in the description. Alright, do Epogo. You want to have at least 1 hit of soul. So I'm just gonna get a hit of soul. You want 1 hit of soul because you can get 1 hit on this, I think Shroomling, and then, that's not the movement. Give me a sec. And then 1 hit here, and then on 1221 you can do that, and you can inventory drop. On current patch, you're gonna want to do something a bit different. You want to land on this ledge before doing anything. Then you can just dash into the transition. Mantis Pogo again. Other guys are better for this. And you can get up here. And if you really don't want to do that, you can go around. Alright. And then the early control. On 1.4 plus, it doesn't work. On 1221, that would give you control and you can immediately quit out. And there you go, you get Claw. Alright. Once we've gotten Claw, right? The next step, we need a bit more essence to get into Spirit's Glade. So, we're gonna quit out. We are going to quit out at this point. And we're going to go back to Resting Grounds, which is the last bench that we sat on. We don't want to sit on Crossroads bench because we want to respawn here. Alright, get off the bench. You want to call this stag. So we're going to call the stag and leave. Make an inventory drop here. And we're gonna go left. Yep, for instance, we're gonna be doing 0 right now. So we want to climb up here and then do 0. Again, another boss fight that's wildly different on 1-2. This fight is wildly different on 1-2-1 in current patch. On current patch, this is how I like to do it. Oops. That didn't hit? I'm surprised that didn't hit. Hold on. So... you want to get as many fireball doubles as possible. I missed both those fireballs. Wow. Alright. And if that looks scary, you can just do this. And you want to finish the fight on the right side of the arena if you can, because it's faster to leave the room and come back. It's faster to leave the room than come back. Basically, what you want to do, and this is only pertaining to 1.4 plus runs, is you want to get at least 3 doubles, because then you can finish the fight with, like, perfectly with one extra fireball. So that's 1 double, 2 doubles, 3 doubles, and then 1 extra fireball. And we leave the room, come back. This probably saves around, with that, around 1 second. It saves time if you are probably around here or farther right. If you're around here or farther left, then it's going to lose time and you should just stay here. On the 1-2-1, the fight's pretty different. And you want to get triples. Because then, if you get triples, you can just finish the fight here. On current patch, triples are, for me, wildly inconsistent, so it's not something that I recommend for current patch runs. For 1-2-1, it's more consistent, and you should probably be going for those. I won't be covering 1-2-1 stuff too much, since I don't know enough about it. But I'll mention it in passing. Dream Nail, another Dream Nail over control if you're on 1-2-1, and that gives you 200 essence. At this point, we want to keep going down. We want to go down to King's Station. Oops. There's a walking storage here if you're on 1-2-1. Alright. We don't need any sort of soul, so we can just skip any hits. We don't need the Wanderer's Journal, so we're going to skip that entirely. There's a walking storage here that doesn't, again, exist on 1.4 plus. You just want to go down. I think it's faster to hit this elevator. Like, barely. This one, I'm not sure if it's faster. As long as you don't die, you can take as many hits as you want. You can heal as much as you want. As long as you don't die, everything's good. And hold on. Let me... Where's my last save state? Oh, here? Okay. By the time you get to the stag, you want to have, at least, 300 geo. Alright, then you leave the room, come back, get a Dream Nail, and then assume we did the early control on 1-2-1, just because I want to get back. Come down here. If you're really scared, you can get 3 hits of soul here and heal on the elevator. And at this point, if you don't have 300 geo, it might be 310 from what I've heard on 1-2-1 is what you want. Then you can get, you can fireball you can fireball enemies. You can fireball this top row for geo. You can get soul. And you can fireball this bottom row for geo. But you definitely want 300 geo. And I think 310 on 1-2-1 by this point. Don't sit on the bench no matter what. Unlock the stag, and you're going to want to immediately come up here. We get this Hollowness seal, and then we put out back to Resting Grounds stag. We get the seal and go back to Resting Grounds stag. If this is too fast to follow, there's also a paste bin guide that I'll link in the description that has everything written down. The route is basically it's written for 1-2-1. It's basically the same for 1.4 plus as well. It is Dream Welderless if you want to get Dream Welder. It's a little bit different, but entirely fine. If you didn't hit the bell before 0, hit it now. And we're gonna go up to this here. And go up to this here. And talk to her. This gives us a Hollowness seal. The third time you talk, rather, opens up Spirit's Glade, which is important. So, another difficult trick that saves around 4 seconds, I think, is coming up soon. A lot of runners tend to pass on it just because it's so difficult. Is Revicless. So you just want to get on this platform, dash over here and do a trans dash, is what people call it. The wall geometry is weird here. So you can do wall jumps just off of this. And so if you wall jump, so this is also important, if you wall jump during a dash into a wall, you go off the wall and get a height boost after. And this is what people call a trans dash, because you're transitioning your dash momentum from, in this case, right to left. This is used for Revicless, which is this skip right here. And that skip's having to go around this way. Probably saves around 4 seconds. So what you want to do, you want to jump. That's not what you want to do. Jump, dash, jump, and trans dash up. And this is not easy, and if you mess it up, it's a bit difficult to recover. And I do it in runs, I still mess it up decently often. Alright. Give me a sec to actually get it in the beginning. And this looks okay with hitboxes. Without, it's a lot more difficult to see what you're doing. Hold on. Alright, and that's basically Revicless. And if you don't want to do that, if it looks too difficult, or you just don't care about that 4 seconds, you can just go around. It's much easier, and probably only loses around 4 or 5 seconds. It's not a big deal at all. We get this King's Idol, and we quit out again. And this will respawn us back at the Resting Grounds bench. Alright. So we come back to Resting Grounds bench. Stag is here. We're going to want to do 1 down. Last time it was 1 up to get to Crossroads. This time we want to do 1 down to get to Dirtmouth. Hit the lever, we leave, and we're going to want to go right. We're going to want to go right. Go down the well, and there's a Hollowness seal up here. Gonna want to pause early control. Pause early control. When you unpause, you want to dash, wall jump up here, and get the Hollowness seal. This pause is a lot tighter on 1.2.1. It's a bit more lenient on 1.4 plus. If you don't feel comfortable with the pause on pause, you could just fall all the way down and jump up to get the Hollowness seal. We get that, we climb back up, and we dash over, and we get the bench. This will be useful later when we get Lantern. jump, go back into the stag. And then we want to do 2 down to get to not Crossroads, King Station. So at this point we have 3 Hollow Nest Seals and 1 King's Idol. We're gonna go sell these to Lem for Geo. That'll give us let me do the math. Net movement is a bit different on 1-1 if I remember correctly. So we get 13. So we're gonna get 2,150 Geo from Lem. We want 2,600. We want 2,600. We want actually 2,650 because we need 1,800 for Lantern. We need 50 for the Toll into Peaks, and then we need 800 for Elegant Key before we have any other Geo sources. So where do we get all this Geo from? We go and we do Gorgeous Husk. And from my testing, it's faster to do Gorgeous Husk first and the Husks outside last. So we do Gorgeous Husk. Want to get as many doubles as possible. We should end with 6 soul. And then you fireball these. If the big husk is still alive, you can just hit them to get the last hits, and then we pick up the Geo and leave. And that'll give us 458 Geo to work with. Go up. We don't need to hit the lever to the left, so we just go up this way, climb up, hit the elevator back down, and we do this skip. And then here, the routes start diverging again. This one is dependent on what version of the game you're playing on. If you're playing on 1-2-1, there is a lever skip that you can do. The movement for that's going to look like this. Roughly like that. And oops. And you're going to be able to hit this lever right here. And then we go and climb up here. That's what you do on 1-2-1. On Crib Patch, the lever skip does not exist, so we're going to have to kill the Great Husk Sentry. And that's going to look something like this. There's a couple ways to kill the Great Husk Sentry. I'll show the way I like to. Oops. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna try that one more time. I'm not great at this fight. There's a fast way to do it, and then there's a much, much easier way to do it that loses minimal time. Let me show the easier way first. And then I'll show my way. Just pogo to do this, and that's a lot easier than what I'm doing. What I like to do is I like to wait out the shields, and then you can just just get 4 nail hits in a fireball, maybe 2 fireballs if you have the soul. Oops. Something like that. Don't cover that fight in detail, but there's a couple ways to do it. We can climb up here. We die, apparently. If you're scared of dying, don't bench. We can use soul to heal. Let me load the save state. So, if you missed that part, we could just climb to the right side. That's completely fine. You definitely want to get at least 2 enemies here. It doesn't actually matter that much. Pick up the Geo. Makes the Geo riding much nicer. We want to climb up here. Gonna hit the lever. That lever is gonna be nice for later when we come back here. And if you're scared, you can heal. If you're at low health, you can heal, and you don't want to die. And we're gonna go over this way. Is this how we're gonna get to Lem? This would be nice. There's a walking storage there if you're on 1.2.1. If you're on 1.4 plus, there's not. It's an inventory drop on 1.2.1. On 1.4 plus, it's not. Hit the lever, hit the elevator up, wait, and go down. If you're on 1.5, there is a way to get through this elevator here. On anything that isn't 1.5, there's not. I don't know enough about it to cover it, but just know that there is a way to do that. Watch runs, and everyone on 1.5 plus will be doing, on 1.5 will be doing this. They won't, actually, because they don't come down from one. If you watch any 1.5 any percent runs, they'll be doing that. Give me a sec. Fall down here. We don't need to hit the lever. We just go right to Lem, and we sell everything. 3 Hollow Nest Seals and 1 King's Idol, and that'll get us 2,150 Geo. Combined with Gorgeous Husk and a couple other enemies you might have killed along the way, including the Great Husk Sentry. If you're on current patch, you should be at least 2,650 Geo. If you're not, that's a big issue. And I'm not really sure if there's a good Geo source. If you're in a big pinch, you could probably get the Geo Rock near the C-Dash Gauntlet. But you really want to have 2,650 Geo by this point. If you have Soul and you're like 10 short, you just come back up here and kill this guy. Oops. And that'll get you a bit of Geo. And then we save quit. Save quit from Lem if you have enough Geo by there, which you really should. If you don't, you can kill that enemy. Save quit, and then we come back to Dirtmouth. And now we have enough Geo for Lantern. Lantern is going to be our way into Peaks. And it'll also be nice for Deep Nest later on. Go into Sly. 5 down, get Lantern. And that'll take away a hefty amount of Geo. We still have enough for everything that we need up until the next Geo source. We call the stag, do one down to get to the crossroads stag. And then we're gonna climb up to Peaks. This movement's the same as any percent. The movement through here is much nicer because there's no infected venge flies to mess you up. But for the most part it's the same. We by this toll we do look down or wiggles, whichever, and then we go over into Peaks. And again, this is the same as any percent movement, so watch either Fire's or Guanqi's guide. Probably Guanqi's. She covers all of the important movement. Hogax is a bit different on current patch. Give me a sec. Let me set a save state. What I like to do, I like to climb up, 3 wall jumps, land here, jump, dash, jump, and then you can pogo. You should be able to. Hogax is difficult, so if you don't want to do it, feel free to just go left. But this is how I do it. Yeah, like that. And if the Husk Miner starts dancing to the left, which, like that, you can just stall there, and if you get good enough RNG, you can still get the Hogax. There we go. And if you miss it once, though, it's probably best to just go left. So dodge this, limb back, and you can up slash this one. You can get 3 hits in. You can get 3 hits in a fireball. You can get 7 hits if you really need to heal. Or you can just damage boost. And you're gonna climb up here, and then we're into God Cycle room. This is how I like to go through the room. Not like that. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me try that again. Alright. This is how I like to go through. Snake jumps there. This movement is going to be different on current patch. Here's the God Pixel, which is a 1 pixel wide gap. Or a 1 frame window that you can just not take damage through there, through the laser. And then you can climb up. Here, it's gonna be different. If you're on current patch, you can do a full jump. You can do a full jump, line yourself up with this bookcase, wait a bit, dash, pogo, and you can get through their damage list. It's difficult, but it's nice. Where's my save state? Right here? Let's go through this room again. Oh, the cycle's gonna be messed up. That's fine. Oops, yeah, too far left. Set a save state here. Then you can jump, line yourself up. What I like to do is I like to line myself up. Hold on. I like to line myself up with this bookcase, like around just left of the center. Or around here, probably. And dash pogo, and then you can make it up damageless if you go to the right side. One more last time, example. And then you need to get Shopkeeper's Key. This is a bit easier on 1-2-1. You can dash, jump, pogo, and then you can trans dash. And that makes it much easier to hit on 1-2-1. On 1.4 plus, that will make you take damage, so it's not recommended. And you can just go do the other damage list strat for 1.4 plus, which is this. You get Shopkeeper's Key, then we need to go this way. If you don't want to take damage, you can wait here, wait the laser out, or you can try to make the cycle. The cycle is much tighter on 1.4 plus than it is on 1-2-1. But if you don't know if you're gonna make the cycle, you can just wait there and climb up this way. Oops. And then from here it's any percent again. So wait, I forgot to mention this. If you want to do the fireball, which you probably should be doing the fireball, you need to get 1 hit on the tick, the white enemy in the first room. You need 1 hit on the shard mite right next to shopkeeper's key, and you're gonna need 1 hit in this room of soul. And that'll give you enough soul to do the fireball. And that's 3. That should be 3. 1 frame inventory drop on 1.4 plus, easy inventory drop on 1221. That'll get you down here. C-Dash Gauntlet. If you don't have enough soul, there's a fireball strat for this underplat. If you have fireball, oops. Apparently I don't have enough soul. Give me a sec. Oh no, where's the safe state put me? Here? Okay. That's completely fine. Alright. Get 1 hit of soul. Inventory dropper, dream nail drop down here. Then we go into C-Dash. And you're gonna do here, underplat with fireball, and then do the damage tank cycle. And there is a damageless cycle. Again, that's covered in other guides. Underplat here if you want, and don't land there. Don't land there because then you'll take damage. There's a small ledge, make sure you clear that before you try to go right. Oops, hold on. There's a small ledge here, so make sure you clear this before you go left. Hang on. Just, hang on. Just down, and then we can go. Get C-Dash. Alright, so we get C-Dash, right? Next, we're gonna go get Shade Soul. Before that, I'm gonna go take a quick break. I need some water. Talking for this long is... oh my god, my throat. So, I'm gonna go for a little bit, probably around like 5 minutes. I'll run some ads while I'm gone on Twitch. So, keep this channel on. I'll be back in around 5 minutes to continue the guide. Alright. BRB, don't go anywhere. Alright, I am back. Hey Marilos, how you doing? I think it's the first time I've seen you in chat. I've only seen you in other chats before. Welcome. Making a 1.4 plus Shadesville True Ending guide right now. Enjoy your time here. I'll probably do normal, like runs and stuff some other time later. Once I finish this guide. Alright. Okay. So, we just got Crystal Dash. We just got Crystal Heart. Yeah, I do stream. I stream like occasionally. Like probably like once or twice a week, if that. Welcome. Yeah, I probably won't be responding to too many messages that aren't what is it called? That are like questions, because I do want this to be like a video guide and I don't want to have to edit out too much. But yeah, welcome back. Welcome, and hope you enjoy your time here. Okay, so we've just picked up Crystal Heart, and that'll be useful for later. Also, we picked up Shopkeeper's Key, which is also important. We're going to quit out after Shadesville. We don't need Descending Dart. We can't even get it because we don't have Dive. So we're going to quit out. This will take us back to Dirtmouth. And we're going to be doing in Dirtmouth is we're going to be going left to Sly. First, we're going to go to Sly. Sly has updated his stock. Down to, we're going to get Elegant Key. Elegant Key is going to open up the Shadesville room. So we're going to be getting that. We're going to be getting Shadesville next. Call the stag. Call the stag, and it's going to be down to get the King Station. Down to get to King Station, and this is a C-dash. Once we get here, we're gonna C-dash. Gonna climb up. We get one hit of soul there if we can. If we can't, that's completely fine. And this is a very nice C-dash. And then we go in here. We're gonna hit this elevator that we hit down earlier. We're gonna C-dash off of it. We don't need to hit it down now. Gonna come back up here. We're gonna come up, and that's a bit different from the move that I usually do. C-dash again. Gonna sit on this bench. We're gonna safe quit back here after we get Shadesville. Another C-dash. This is going to be dark on 1221, slight on Cramp Patch, and we're going to C-dash from here. If you want, you can get one hit of soul there. If not, that's fine as well. Did I load the save state in a load? There is a C-dash here. You get the perfect height where you just don't hit the guard, and you can also just go under that, but it's tight and you really shouldn't be going for it. So we're gonna go, and this lever's already open, and we just keep C-dashing. We're gonna climb up, and we hit it up again, and we C-dash into here. Go right into here, and we go into Sanctum, here, this soul twister is a bit tricky. We want to kill it with a VS double if we can. If not, we can get a VS in 3 nail hits rather. I'm only getting the good RNG. Hey, give me a sec. Is that Valley Raid? Hold on, my chat is not showing it. Is that Valley Raid? Yes, that is my raid notification. Hey, how y'all doing? We are currently making a current patch true ending guide. Thank y'all for coming by. We're currently, like, right before Shazel. We're in Sanctum right now. Give me a sec. Yeah. My English is so good. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Welcome all in. Usually I do runs. Usually do true ending. I run current patch I run current patch, and I run meme categories. I run any percent sometimes. I run mainly true ending. Shazel route. I'm a pioneer for current patch Shazel. If you enjoy that kind of content, stick around. I stream occasionally in English, occasionally in Japanese. So, yeah, hope you all enjoy. Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna want to try to get a VS double here. If not, that's completely fine. We just get nail hits to finish it off. And then we climb. Let me finish this with a double. Get the Geo if we have time. If we don't, it's not a big deal. Valley gonna commit bed. Thanks for the good luck. Alright. C-dash over. Put this elevator up. Gonna climb up here. And we use Elegant Key. Alright. Then we're gonna go into the Shade Soul Warrior. Let me do the fight once, and I can explain it while I go. Oops. I can explain it later or after this, rather. Oops. God, I'm taking lots of damage. Ow. Yeah, despite this not being like a big boss, this is not an easy fight. So what you're gonna be wanting to do is get as many doubles as possible, which are largely RNG. If you get those dashes, you can jump over and VS at the perfect height to get a double. But other than that, they're mostly RNG. At least to me, it feels like. So we're gonna do that, and yeah, right now I'm probably only gonna be answering like questions pertaining to true ending. General questions I'll probably be passing on. You can go ask, if anything, Valley in his stream. Alright. Yeah, you're gonna be wanting to get, oops, as many triples as possible. Doubles as possible, rather. My bad. Oops. Ugh. Okay. And if not, that's completely fine. We could just do a bunch of nail cancels and they'll eventually die. Just make sure not to die. Dying is the biggest time loss you can take here. And just climb up after the fight. I'm not next to the wall. Okay, let's just do that. And if you're on 1221, there is a strat where you keep a folly, which is one of these flying enemies, alive at the end of the fight. And then you can just take this folly on a walk up here, and you can get them to come over here. On 1.4 plus, they don't go through this invisible wall. There's an invisible wall here that they don't go through. But on 1221, you can get them through here, and you can pick up Shade Soul, and you get hit, and you can just turn. You can just turn around a bunch, and you'll get Shade Soul as quickly as possible. And you can pick up Geo from what is it called? The Soul Warrior during that time as well. 1.4 plus, that's not a thing, so you just come over here, you can pick up Shade Soul. Alright. So we get Shade Soul. And next up, we're gonna quit out, and we're gonna go back to the Spire bench, which we just sat on. We're gonna go back to Spire bench, and where we're gonna go to next is Watcher Knights. Watcher Knights sounds scary because everyone says Watcher Knights is difficult. Watcher Knights is difficult in any percent. In other categories, it's significantly less scary. We can jump up here. Oops. That's not... Oh no, where's my save state? Right here? Okay, that's fine. By the way, these save states that I'm going through right now is a set of save states from Chalky Adam, and they cover the split points in True Ending pretty well. They're made for 1221, so some of them are a bit broken. Specifically, anything within here, within this area, the elevators are going to be slightly broken, but they should work for general practice. So we go over here. This is what it looks like dark. And then, yeah, we're gonna jump twice, /dash, /up/, and that gives us 3 soul. We definitely want 3 soul here, because we want to break the ceiling for the elevator, or for the chandelier, rather. And one thing to pay attention to, if you're right next to the wall and face left, that was facing right. That's what you want to do. If you face left, the Shade Soul won't hit the wall. Or hit the ceiling, rather. You'll waste soul. This is only true for True Ending because we have Shade Soul. For any percent, VS will hit this still. And if you miss that, you just nail hit. Break the chandelier. We should have no soul at this point. So we're gonna get a Dream Nail here to get up to 6. Get another Dream Nail, and the fight starts. I'm just gonna go through the fight once, and then I'll explain some stuff after. Left facing VS hits, but left facing Shade Soul misses. Yep. It's because Shadesol has a VS has a bigger hitbox backwards than Shadesol does. Alright, so that's Watcher Knights. Let me explain some of the stuff. It's a much easier fight than any percent because you're gonna have Shadesol as opposed to VS, but the general idea is still the same. Let me try that again. So generally, you're gonna want to do the same. You want to get triples and doubles on those as much as possible, and you want to do the same damage cycle. You really want to hit both of them at once, as much as possible. Oops. Alright. Make you get dream nails on them as they're spawning in. Yeah. This fight, it's not as difficult as any percent, and if you've run any percent, you're probably not going to struggle too much with this fight. But if you haven't, then this is definitely one to practice. And even if you have, this is one to practice because Shadesol does make it feel slightly different. And of course there's the fast strat for the first watcher as well. Hold on. If it'll do that. Which probably means a lot more in true ending than it does in any percent. Hold on. Nice. That was a pretty fast fight, actually. That's kind of what you want to be going for. As long as you don't die, you really should. You just need to do as much DPS as possible and get as many multi-hits with Shadesol as possible. And then we go up to Lurian. Oops. Don't hit your head. Don't miss the jump either. What is happening? And if that jump's too difficult, you can just go this way. That loses minimal time. If you're on 1.4 plus, you want to hit this lever up. Or at least the way I do it, I hit the lever up. And then we get Lurian. It's it's very, very slightly faster and also easier, I feel like, to C-dash here. Before every Dreamer. But it's mainly personal preference. Alright. You absorb Lurian, and we're on to the part that we don't even see the area in any percent. So I'm gonna be covering a lot of that. A bit more in depth than I have been. The Watcher Knights fight, if you're still having issues, feel free to either ask in the Discord, the Speedrun Community Discord, which will be linked in the description, or watch Fireborn's 90% guide, because the general concept is the same. That'll also be in the description. Alright. And now we go down to Basin. If you're on 1621, this elevator will be down. You're gonna have to hit it up, and then we can inventory drop down the left side. If you're on 1.4 plus, the fastest way I've found is you do a dream nail drop there. I missed it. Hold on. Let me hit it. You do a dream nail drop there, and as soon as it finishes, you just hold right. Like so. a minor difference. If you don't hit it, not a major deal. It loses probably like 2 minutes or 2 seconds, not 2 minutes. You get this. You get a bit of you really don't have to like get all the geo. You just kind of do it like whatever. C dash. Come down here. I need to sneeze. Give me a sec. Do I need to sneeze? Do I need to sneeze? I don't think I need to sneeze. Okay. Alright. Fall down here. 3 dashes. Hit the elevator. Charge the C dash. Come over here. And then we just fall back down this way. Since we don't have to go to Len. And then this elevator's still up, so it's not up, but this is what I was talking about with save states. But we can go here, and we C dash out, and we go down to Basin. This drop is different on 1221 versus current patch. On 1221, you want to dash off, inventory drop here. You're gonna land on this. You're gonna inventory drop again. And then you're gonna want to come down here. Oops. Then you're gonna want to come down here, and then go over here and dash. Give me a sec to get back up here. So that's how you're gonna want to do it on 1221. On current patch, what I found is easy is get a nail hit there, and then do the same thing. And you can make it down here like that and not hit the spikes, but it seems to be tight. It seems to be difficult. So what I like to do is I like to do a right-facing slash, what people call it aesthetic slash, and that makes it a bit easier to not hit the spikes. At least to me, it feels like. And this is possible on all patches. It's just nice to be able to do that. Alright. And now we're into Basin Bridge. This C-dash is RNG. The C-dash is RNG. If any of these 3 enemies can hit you out of the C-dash, and if you do, it's probably losing like 3 seconds. 3 to like almost up to 7-8 seconds, I think. If you can get the full C-dash, you're also gonna want to be C-dashing from this lower platform. Like, that's just bad RNG. That's the worst RNG that you can get if you get hit by the first enemy. And if you do, you just dash over. And if you get good RNG, you can just C-dash past all of them, and you finish your C-dash right before the first husk that shows up. That's good RNG, and then you just stop it there. Dash down here, get a ceiling boost, do a mini hop. Here you can just walk off and dash, and that gives you good placement for that. Here on 1221, you're gonna want to dash here, and just nope, that's not what you want to do. Hold on. You're gonna dash here, fall down, get a hit, and then just inventory drop here. Dash left and C dash. On 1.4 plus, there's a slightly faster method where you can inventory drop here, right here, if I can get it, and inventory drop again from the hit, and that saves probably around 0.5 to the 1221 strat, and a bit more, like closer to 1.52 seconds to the 1221 strat without the inventory drop, which is what you would do on 1.4 plus if you don't get that inventory drop. Alright, so you do the C-dash and you get this bench. You get the bench, and it's faster, leave the room and come back, and then sit on the bench. Cost 150, we should have plenty of geo after getting Shade Soul and the Watcher Knight's geo chest. Then we C-dash. is a much nicer C-dash than the bridge. Grab onto here, C-dash. If you don't want to, you can just C-dash from here. Then we're gonna go down here. Maulers, there is a consistent way to not get hit by most of them. There are some that you can just RNG get hit from them, but here's the way that I like to do them. The first one is you just dash. You can hold on, give me a sec. Alright, so if you get here, you can dash, jump, and dash, and that should just get you through. I took one hit of damage because I was slow getting out of there, but if you dash, jump, delay your dash a little bit and then dash, then you should get through there without taking damage every time. Then here is a C-dash. There's one Mauler that shouldn't hit you, ever. And then there's one, this is probably the trickiest one to get past damageless. What I like to do is cancel, pogo, wait, and then dash. I messed it up there, but that's how I like to do it. There's a couple different ways to do this. I don't know all of them. Ow. Sometimes you just get hit randomly. Then this one's a C-dash. Sometimes you can get hit out of this one. If you do, you can dash under these spikes. And then here you just try to dodge the infection blobs as best as possible. These deep crawlers, I think they're called, are on a different cycle because I waited a bit, but they should be around here when you come up here. So you pogo, come up here, and up here. On this platform, you should sit, you should stand right here on this platform. This is how I like to do it. And you just dash, jump dash, and do that. I am not great at Maulers today, but that should get you that should keep you from getting hit. Let's do it one more time. The full room, see if I can get the muscle memory a bit better if I do the full room. Do that first Mauler, 3 dashes, jump, C-dash, stop, do that, get hit, apparently, C-dash, pogo, jump, dash, 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 like that. Then here we just jump, and we're up here. There's this trick to get up here. It's a bit difficult. There's a setup that Wonky found for this. I think it was Wonky, where you jump, dash, and you buffer all those jumps. I just like to wing it. Hold on. And then that just gets you up here. And if you don't want to do this, if this looks too difficult, that's completely fine. You can just go around this way. It loses probably like 4 seconds. C-dash in here. Okay, Broken Vessel time. Broken Vessel. I think on 1.2.1 it's better to start on the left side of them, and on 1.4 plus it's better to start on the right side. Which means on 1.2.1 you're going to C-dash from here. On Fetch you want to C-dash from here. The reason we C-dash is Lost Kin the fight starts as soon as the last light seed disappears from the screen. So we can C-dash to destroy the light seeds, and or they can just jump into Broken Vessel and slightly faster to just take out the edge. The edge, what are they called? Light Seeds. With Sea Dash. And the reason it's faster to start on the left side for 1221 is you can get a Shade Soul off before the fight actually starts, and that'll do damage. On 1.4 plus, for some reason that doesn't exist, and you just have to wait that out. So you're gonna do this. You're gonna Sea Dash, and then here. And then what you're gonna want to do is get a bunch of Shade Soul. Get a bunch of Shade Souls. You're gonna come in here with full soul almost all the time. You want to get as many Shade Soul multi-hits as possible. You got 3. During this attack, you can't get multi-hits, so you just get Shade Souls during that for DPS. Nail cancel for DPS. Let me show how you do it on how you would do it on 1221. Real quick. Charge a Sea Dash here. Wait for the sound to finish. Sea Dash and Shade Soul. The Shade Soul didn't come out, but on 1221 that's how you would start the fight. On 1.4 plus, it's faster to start it over here. That's what I found. Alright. Get a Shade Soul. You can always get that first Shade Soul to double. That was a good Shade Soul double. I missed one. And there's an optimal damage rotation depending on how many doubles you hit. If you only hit one double, which is the first double, you just you finish the fight with nil hits. You should finish with 7 soul. If you get 2 doubles, you finish the fight with a Shade Soul. You finish with 0 soul. You get 3 doubles, you finish the fight with 2 soul. And if you get 4 doubles, you should finish the fight with 5 soul. Is what I've noticed. Alright. So over here, on Current Patch, we should see the Ashram over here. And we get 1 double, 2 doubles. So right now we have 2 doubles, so we should finish with 2 soul. We can get a double there. And yeah, we finish with 2 soul. I'm not sure if it's faster to intentionally go for that double after the headbang, but I like to do that. It feels faster, but I'm not entirely sure. Oops, that was a bit early, but that's fine. Shade Soul, one double, 2 doubles, 3 doubles, and we should finish with 2 soul again. One, 2, and that's the end of the fight. Let's just see me go into Lost Game with 0 soul. So yeah, that's Broken Vessel. Try to Sea Dash, wait, go immediately as this breaks. Cancel the Sea Dash, and we're gonna immediately go into Lost Skin. Doesn't matter how much health you've lost, it'll fully heal as soon as you go into Lost Skin. Lost Skin, the first like difficult boss fight in this run. The first of the like upper echelon of difficult fights. Watcher Knights is probably mid echelon. Soul Warrior's probably around there as well. This is the first actual, like, super difficult fight that you're gonna have to do. Dream Nail in. And this fight is going to be cool. So, there's a couple different ways to go into the arena. On 1-2-1, you go over here, dash twice, inventory drop, and then dash in. If you don't want to do that, or you're on current patch, you dash once, wait, and hold left, and this is faster. Alright. Set a save state, and let's go. Let me do the fight once, and then I can explain a couple things. Alright. So, what happened in that fight? This is gonna take a while to explain, so buckle in, because this is one of the most difficult fights in the run. So starting off, we're probably not gonna have any soul. If we do, lucky, we can get one Shade Soul in at the beginning, and it's gonna be a Shade Soul double. Lost Kin staggers every 7 hits as long as those 7 hits are within a 1.5 second timer. On 1-2-1, this is 7 hits for the first stagger and 6 hits for every other stagger. And there's also a stagger, there's a max stagger count on 1-2-1. This lower counter, the 6 instead of 7, makes the fight a bit easier. And it makes it, I'd say, significant enough different that I can't really explain it too well. The general idea is the same. You want to be getting as many Shade Soul doubles as possible, and there's a specific pattern that you want to be doing when Lost Kin is in a corner. So let me explain that real quick. So I'm going to turn on invincibility. So when Lost Kin is in this corner, what you want to do is you want to get side slash, up slash. Side slash, up slash, and that'll cover every pattern that they can do. They have 4 things that they can do. They can slash at you, they can jump and then slash at you, they can jump and then dive at you, or they can just empty hop away. And side slash, up slash will cover all of those. So there, they did the jump slash, and when they do any sort of jump, you want to jump after them. You want to jump after them, cling onto this right wall, and if they do a dash, you want to get a Shade Soul in as quickly as possible because that will triple, usually. And if it doesn't, that's fine. If they do a dive at you, you get side slash, and then what I like to do is I like to just shoot 2 Shade Souls, and if I don't have soul for that, I shoot, I do a nail cancel. And if they do an empty hop, you can just either chase if you shouldn't chase because you have enough soul. You should just shoot a Shade Soul for a double. And if they do this jump dash, that's the best that you can get because you can jump after them and get a triple. And that's 6 hits on 1-2-1, that staggers. On current patch it does not, so you can just shoot another Shade Soul. Let's do the side slash again. Side slash, up slash again and see what they do. So they did the grounded dash that time. The up slash gets them above you, and that's the only one that you can't jump for. if that happens, if they do the grounded dash, which is going to be slightly above you because of the up slash knocking them upwards, you want to turn around and shade slow immediately. That will give you a double, and on very, very rare occasions a triple. That's 1, 2, 3 hits from nail slashes and 4, 5 from the shade slow itself. So 1 hit away from a stagger on 1-2 on 2 on current patch. On 1-2 on if you have slow, you can just shade slow, and if not, you can just chase after a nail hit. On current patch, you should chase after and do a nail cancel if you have soul. If not, you can just 2 nail hits. And I missed that because of the pause, but... And if they're not in the corner, like this, you can either try to get a double, or if you don't have soul, you can just do whatever. They're in the corner again. We do the same pattern, see what they do. Another jump dash. This is good. We don't have enough soul wheels, so we'll chase, and they're in the corner again. We want to keep Lost Kitten staggered in the corner as much as possible. Gosh, this is good RNG. I wish I could get this in a run. And if they do that dive, like I said, side slash, up slash. Sometimes the up slash won't hit. That's completely fine. We just cling onto the wall, side slash, and I think on 1-2-1 you want to nail cancel. So side, up, side again, and then a nail cancel. What I like to do is I like to do that. I just do it by feel. I try to get, I think, 5 hits and then a shade soul. Alright. They're basically in the corner again. Same pattern. They did an empty hop, so that's a shade soul, and that's 7. We also want to be hitting the balloons if they're close by. If not, that's completely fine. That's another grounded dash, and then we have soul so we can nail cancel, and then the fight's done. That was very good RNG. Alright. Keep all that in mind. I'll do the fight in slow-mo. Let's see if I can do this fight in slow-mo first. Ah, okay. Sometimes those don't double if they're staggered in the center. So 1, 2, 3, shade soul. That nail cancel should have hit. Nice. It's a little scary, so we're gonna do that. Oh, I'm invincible. That would be an issue. I've been invincible this entire time. That would explain why I wasn't getting hit. Alright, invincibility is off now. But at least it let me like explain the patterns. Like the general patterns that you want to be going for. That Shazel missed? Alright. I don't know what the criteria is for that double to hit off the center stagger. Alright. Nice. So that's a dive, so 5 nail hits, and then a shade soul. Grounded dash, so shade soul, No cancel since we have soul. 3, 4. I have enough soul, so I'm just gonna Shade Soul. 3 times. So we have one hit from the Shade Soul. That just doubled, so I messed that up, but okay. F5 one more time at full speed, and then we'll move on. This fight takes a lot of getting used to, since it's pretty different from how you would do a lot of bosses. That was just bad. Bad management from my end. We don't have souls, so we have to get that. Fight's almost over. And if we have a balloon left, and we have like 2 health, it's faster Death Warp. I like the Death Warp immediately. This is load dependent on if there's a balloon on current patch, it is faster. What you want to do is you want to get hit so that you die around 2 seconds after Lostkin starts exploding. 2.53 if you want to be safe. I have bad load, so I can do it immediately. On 1.2.1, it's a lot later. If I can try to get this, it's when Lostkin lifts their head after dying. Oops. Messed that up a bit. Messed that up a pretty good amount. So, I'm gonna kill that just because. And the timing that you want to do it is now for 1.2.1. And it's only faster if you have 2 or less health. If you have 3 or more, it's slower to do the Death Warp, and it's faster to just finish the fight normally. Alright. One last time and then we'll keep moving on. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and then I can Death Warp immediately because my loads are bad. Alright. So that's Lostkin done. That's the first, like, super difficult boss fight of this category. If you're having trouble, definitely go into debug, or even just without debug, because you can just dream nail in over and over and just practice the fight. Because this is not an easy fight. But if you're going to run True Ending, this is definitely one fight that you need to get down. It's not too much time lost to die, but if you can, you just don't want to die here. Alright. We pick up the essence. Right? And that's 400 essence from Lost Kin. Alright, so after Lost Kin, you're gonna want to C dash, charge the C dash immediately after the essence picks up. Then we're gonna go left and get Monarch Wings, which is required to beat True Ending because of White Palace. We'd probably still get it even if we didn't need it because Lost Kin essence is so important. We get wings and we quit out. Be sure not to do Lost Kin and immediately quit out, or to forget Lost Kin and get wings and immediately quit out, because if you do, that's like 2 minutes of time loss. Alright, we quit out, and this will take us back to the bench, the toll bench. And this will take us to our next split, which will be Failed Champion. We come up here to Hidden Stag. Gonna wait, break this wall, C-dash in here too. Gonna buy the stag. Gonna do fast stags, which is the look down or the wiggles. Hit the bell. And we're gonna stag here. This is important. This is important because optimally, you do 3 up and immediately go to Crossroads. I'll set a save state here. You can immediately go to Crossroads. Optimally, you're going to be doing this. Sit on this bench, and we go in to go to Fail Champ. We want 8 hits of soul at this point on 1-2-1. In here, you C-dash, and on 1-2-1, there's a C-dash that you can do here. On current patch, there's a slope here that makes this C-dash impossible. So we just have to dash through. The C-dash, you can just take it all the way over to here. Give me a sec. Let me do that over again. Where is... There we go. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright. So, we go. On 1-2-1 we need 8 nil hits here. On current patch we only need 5. The reason we only need 5 is because you see dash here, and we can hit this enemy, and this enemy. And that's 3 hits of soul that we can get because we don't need the C-dash at the end. And then we 4 nail hits here. 4 nail hits here. We're gonna get this hit to get full soul going into Fail Champion. Alright, Fail Champ. Another difficult boss fight. Especially if we do this route without that gets dream later. We'll do later. It's optimal to get it later. It's also comfier to get it later. So, Fail Champ. 1 Chasel. What you want to be doing is you want to be getting lots of Chasel levels. Ow. If you mess up at all, you just take that. And you die in fail champ. This is not a difficult fight. This is not an easy fight. This is a very difficult fight. Especially starting off, so definitely practice this. Ow? How far are you jumping? It's optimal to get dream nails for more shade souls, but if you don't want to do that, you can just get nail hits for the stagger. It's gonna need 6 shade soul hits and 24 nail hits, or 5 shade soul hits and 5 shade soul hits and 40 nail hits. So, or 32 nail hits. Each shade soul is 8 nail hits, so every time you miss a double, it's gonna be a lot longer of a fight. And the longer the fight is, the more possibility there is that you die. If you get a dream nail, you get 1 extra shade soul, which is 2 more shade soul hits, 16 nail hits that you don't need. So you only need 8 nail hits now instead of 24. But getting that dream nail is difficult. Let me see if I can't get a dream nail somewhere in this fight. To demonstrate. Like that. And I missed a double, so it's 16 nail hits to do that. And once you get the stagger, sometimes you can get a dream nail, sometimes you can't. If you can get a dream nail, you should get it, because that's nail hits that you don't need. If you need to heal, just do this, because each hit on field champ will reset the stagger count or reset the timer. Like this. And you can just dream nail. You just dream nail and heal. You can just do this over and over. And once you're here, you should get nail hits up to full soul, and then shade soul. Once you get this shade soul, you're gonna want to go for shade soul triples against field champ. These triples only work because for some reason field champ's mace has a hitbox. So you want to shoot a shade soul when he's swinging back, and that'll hit the mace when it's back. It'll hit field champ, and it'll hit the mace when it's forwards. And that's 3 shade soul hits per shade soul. This is difficult, but it saves a lot of time because that's 24 nail hits that you don't need. Or 8 nail hits that you don't, or yeah, 24 if you don't get any of the triples. Right, so we need a dream nail here because we don't have enough soul. So yeah, that's the triples. We hit the mace when it's forwards and when it's back. So if we slow-mo it, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That didn't hit. I'm surprised that one didn't hit. That one didn't hit either. But that's basically what you want to be going for. That's not the right thing I wanted to do. Is that the right time scale? Yes, okay. Let me do the fight again. And also important, I should have mentioned this earlier. The first cycle, when field champ is swinging his mace, you can get for a shockwave, you can get a pretty easy double or an easier double that's not RNG, compared to when he's just standing there. If you hit if you chasel and hit the mace and the body, that's a double. If you don't do that, it's basically RNG whether you get a double or not. So like, if I do this in slow-mo, that chasel is completely RNG. You can get a dream nail. This dream nail is difficult, so if you don't go for it, that's completely fine. That one missed the mace. And when he jumps back, you can also get a double. That one hit the mace. So if we look at the hitboxes, this is at 220% time skill. The mace does have a hitbox, right there. So that's what you're hitting with chasels, both here and for the triples later on. If we can turn off screen shake, that would be great, but I'm playing on 1.4, which doesn't have the ability. Does it? To do that? Visual? It would be visual. Camera zoom in. Toggle camera shake. Amazing. That's not what I want to do. Perfect. So yeah. Ow. That's not ow, but yeah. Let's do this again. 1.4 Diva can, yeah. Thanks, Impus. So if we do the fight again, that chasel double, the first one is basically RNG. And we're gonna chasel the mace and the body. And that's gonna be a double. And also important to know, Failchamp, yeah, that's a misdream now. Failchamp will only do up to 3 ground slams or 3 jumps in a row in the first cycle. And that's important to know because then you can predict either a jump or a ground slam and get either a dream nail or a shade soul double. You can just preemptively know what's coming next. This only works on once he's done 3 though, so like this is the 3rd, so we know he's gonna jump back so he can get a double while he's jumping back. Ow! Jeez. And then you can get a dream nail if you're fast enough. Or apparently that you can't get that dream nail without dying. Is this the right time scale? This is the right time scale, okay. Let's do that again. That chasel is basically RNG whether that's a double or not. Get a dream nail. You really don't need more than 1 dream nail because you can just get 8 nail hits pretty easily. Hit the mace and false knight. And this should finish. Yep. Alright. And if you're too slow, you can just get nail hits. Also important is the fact that Failchamp's mace has 2 hitboxes. There's the high hitbox and the low hitbox. So, here. This high hitbox, you can only hit this with a Shadesel if you jump. And this makes the window for the triples much, much nicer, in my experience. So you can hit this top hitbox, or you can hit this low hitbox. The low hitbox is slightly closer in, and also only lasts for half the time, because there's only one hitbox as opposed to two. So jumping probably does make a pretty decent difference. I'm not getting any of the triples, but like that one would not have hit without a jump. Alright. Alright. Alright, and that's the end of that. Get a dream nail if we have time. There is a different strat that I'll show off now. Alright, so there is a strat called Other Side Triples, OTS, or OST rather, where you can get triples from the other side, and that saves a tiny bit of time. Like it's enough. It's the time that one slam takes, so it's probably around 0.3, 0.4 seconds. So get this last nail hit, since it's 8 this time, the second stagger, and we're gonna utilize the mace's front hitbox to get triples. Ow. Something I realized is Field Champ has a body hitbox that you can still hit even when he's staggered, but only on 1-2-1. On current patch, you can't get hit by that hitbox. Oddly enough. Alright. So, what I like to do to finish the fight is I like to be on the right side. And I like to do this, full jump, dash, Shadesel. And that'll hit, and that'll finish the fight. Alright. One more time at full speed. And then we'll move on. No hitboxes. Let's do this with screen shake, because that's probably what most people are going to be seeing when they do this fight. Screen shake right here. Alright. There we go. Double. And that's the end of that phase. Get a dream nail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shadesel. Dream nail here. Triples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side if you're comfortable with it. 1, 2, 3 triples. And dream nail, and that's the end of the fight. Get another dream nail here, so that we have soul. Where I stand is right in front of this second pillar from the right. Second pillar from the right, third from the left. It might be a different visual cue on 1-2-1. And if you stand here, you can do my strat. And Shadesel now hit, and that's the end of the fight. and then you collect Fail Champ, collect the essence, that gets you to 900. Then we quit out. There's an alternate route that I like to use. That gets Dreamwilder before Fail Champ. I won't touch on this too much since it's a bit slower. But what you want to do from here, instead of stacking 2 down, you want to stack 1 up. You want to stack 1 up. That will take you to Resting Grounds. And you bench here. And then you C-dash out. Important note, this route can only be used comfortably if you get the Charm Notch from Trumal Ogres. If you don't, then it's much riskier because you're overcharmed. We get Dreamwilder, and then we save quit. Save quitting takes us back to Resting Grounds stack bench, and then we can equip Dreamwilder there, which is 3 down, 6 right. I don't have the Charm Notch. That's a bit of an issue. Let me real quick cheats. Not cheats. Charms. All charms. And we have all the charms and all the Charm Notches, which is the more important part. So we equip Dreamwilder, and now we have Shaman and Dreamwilder. And we stag 2 up, and that takes us to Crossroads. We sat on this bench. We sat on the Resting Grounds bench, so it's faster. It's better to just C-dash and skip the bench. In this room, it's better to take. It's better to get 3 hits on Current Patch, 6 on 1-2-1. Because 1-2-1 has the C-dash, and that can skip 3 nail hits. 1, 2, 3, and that's enough for for Current Patch. C-dash. 1, 2, 3, and we just dash into this room. Hey, Bon. Yeah. Feel free to ask questions, anyone at any point, by the way. I will answer any questions pertaining to mainly what I'm doing right now, but anything in True Ending. So, if we Shade Soul like from around here, it will hit the wall and not the maggot, and we need the maggot alive. So, we Shade Soul from down here, break the wall. On Current Patch, you can just Shade Soul from anywhere up here, because the Shade Soul range is much shorter, or significantly shorter at least. And now we have 3 soul, which is 5 less than we come in here without Dreamwilder. We can just get a Dream Nail, and that's 6 soul. Alright. Dash, dash, on this platform, C-dash, and the fight's pretty similar. Hold on. Let me set a save state there. It's different because we can get Dream Nails much easier, and they give more soul. So what I like to do is I like to get 2 Shade Souls at the beginning. And we don't really need nil hits because we have plenty of soul. And the Dream Nails are much easier. So, and also the Dream Nails give you 6 soul instead of 3, which is a very, very good facet of Dreamwilder. So we have soul. We just shoot 2 Shade Souls, because we could just get a Dream Nail for 6 soul. Dream Nail. If we want, we can do other side triples. If we do other side, we need a Dream Nail here. And with Dreamwilder, we don't need a Dream Nail. I'll take one just because. And this is the fight done. It's a much simpler fight with Dreamwilder, but it is also slower to get Dreamwilder by, I think, about 3-ish seconds. So, your choice as to whether you want to get Dreamwilder here or get it later, or not equip Dreamwilder at all and just skip Dreamwilder's Get Moss Nice instead. Alright. So you do that. You get Field Champ Essence. And then you save quit. If you got early Dreamwilder, you'll come back to Resting Ground Stag. If you don't, you'll come back to Crossroads Stag. If you come back to Crossroads Stag, you take the Stag, and it'll be... If you get Crossroads Stag, it'll be down 2 to get to Resting Grounds. And if you don't, you just come back here. Hit the bell, C-dash, go back up to the Seer and get Dreamgate. You have to wade through the Vessel Fragment, and then we get Dreamgate. Let's add the stream marker. We get Dreamgate, and then we're gonna come back over here. It's actually faster to save quit. I forgot that it's faster to save quit if you get early Dreamwilder. If you don't, it's faster to just come back, because you don't have the bench. If you don't do early Dreamwilder, and you do the late Dreamwilder route, but you get the Charm Notch, bench here and equip Dreamwilder. Actually, no. If you do Dreamwilder route, it's better to... If you do late Dreamwilder, it's better to dash, bench, and then go to the Seer. I didn't actually want to see dash. So, you bench, go to the Seer, get Dreamgate, save quit back, equip Dreamwilder, and then we stag to King Stag. Stag to King Stag. And then once we stack to King Stag, we have Dreamwilder on. We want to just set a Dreamgate, and we're gonna C-dash out. Once it's 2-1, you're going to want to inventory drop here. If not once it's 2-1, you're going to want to take this and pogo dash, or just grab this wall at the very bottom. And then we C-dash in. Once we C-dash in here, it's a tight dash. You can dash under this wall. If you don't get it, that's completely fine. Don't worry about it. I didn't get it there. You want to get a hit on this, want to get a hit on that Bellfly. You want to get a hit on this Bellfly. If you can't get those, that's completely fine. You'll just have a bit less slow going into Hornet. It's more important that you get those with Dreamwilder-less than it is with Dreamwilder. Let me do that again. Hold on. What? What did you... Why did you go after me? Alright. So you C-dash. And if you don't want to get this, so you can just skip it. And please actually C-dash. Yeah, you just C-dash over. And skip the Bellflies. And that's completely valid. I'll jump up here. Around when you pass up above this, like, what looks like a HoloNet seal, you're gonna C-dash, and that will get you straight into the transition. This is important. This part is important. There's 2 ways to do it. There's the TE asset skip, and then there's the all Charm Notches asset skip. The all Charm Notches asset skip is, in my opinion, more difficult, but it saves around, I think, a second. You come down here, hold on, down here, and you C-dash. And then you can wall jump, up. I actually get a good wall jump. It's also important because you can get, okay, I'm gonna full health this. You don't take damage when you're doing this. So you just wall jump up. Just wall jump up and that'll get you up. And that's, that, having the health for Hornet is very nice. But also this skip is difficult. And almost every TD runner I know, instead of that, does this skip. How this works, how this acid skip works, so you get the C dash. It's the same timing as dashing out at like, or wall jumping out at, let's say, QGA. Dash and wings. How this works, you want to hit this blue box. You want to hit this blue box right here. Hitting this is a hazard respawn, so like let's say I leave the room. I go back into the room, and I fall into the acid for whatever reason. I respawn back here. And let's say I do that and I mess it up. I respawn back here as well. If you jump anywhere into this blue box at all, you'll respawn on this platform, and then you can C-dash out. You can get away with a pretty small jump to hit this, but if you do too small a jump, you'll respawn back at the entrance, so be careful about that. This is easier than the claw C-dash skip, I feel like, but some people might find it harder, and it also loses a tiny bit of time, so whatever floats your boat. Let me reload save state and do all that one more time. Oh, I don't want... Where's my time skill? Alright. Alright. So down here, hit the bellfly. Hit the bellfly over here. Wall jump up. Above this hollow nest seal, C-dash. And if you're doing the wings version, dash under wings, and that'll get you on the platform. And you'll lose 1 health. With Dream Wielder, it's much less of a worry. Without Dream Wielder, it makes the Hornet fight a little scarier. And if you miss this acid skip too much, you'll be losing a lot of health. There's a safety bench near Hornet, so it is completely fine. C-dash into this next room. Jump up. Dash. If you want to get 1 hit on that enemy because it's a pretty easy hit, and it will get you to 1 cast if you have if you got the hit on the bellflies, and that's super nice. Wall jump up, and if you want a free heal, loses a bit of time, you can get the safety bench. And you can C-dash. I wonder if this is faster with the C-dash. What I always do is I C-dash in here. Or no, I don't C-dash in here. What I usually do is I dash into here. So what I usually do from down here, boom, boom, dash, 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 dash. I like to pogo those two because that gets you right on the edge of this platform for a C-dash. C-dash here, C-dash here, and then you go down into Hornet. Hornet! Let me see. So we're at Hornet. Let's say we don't have Dream Wielder. Let's say we don't have Dream Wielder. So this is like 1-2-1 Dream Wielder list or Shroomel's list. Gonna go into Hornet, right? You're gonna want to get a lot of Shade Soul doubles, and there's a specific pattern that you want to go for. Again, similar to Lost Kin, 7 hits for the first stagger, 6 for the next staggers on 1-2-1. It's 7 for every stagger on current patch. And this fight is a bit more drastically different than Lostkin without, with the different stagger counts. So I can't really explain it too much with, the 1-to-1 stagger counts, but something like this. Again, the needle, just like Fortnite 1, reset stagger count. If you get that parried, you just get to be sad. And that's the fight. Let's do that one more time. I'm only going to touch on this fight for 1-to-1 because I'm not great at it without Dream Wielder. It's also optimal to get Dream Wielder by this point for current patch. What I will say is this is a very scary fight without Dream Wielder, and a very difficult fight. Dream Wielder makes this fight significantly nicer. Like, I feel like I'm pretty good at this fight. I still finish with 1 health. It's pretty difficult. That's without Dream Wielder. It's a bit nicer without Dream Wielder on 1-to-1 because of the stagger count, but it's still pretty significantly difficult. With Dream Wielder, this fight becomes different, like pretty different. At the beginning, where you can't on 1-to-1, you can get a Dream Nail because of Dream Wielder, because your Dream Nail comes out faster, and it gets you to full soul if you did the Bellflies, which is very nice to start the fight with full soul. And it just becomes trying to get as many doubles as possible. And you can get Dream Nails as staggers, and you just want to wail on her and get as many Shadesol doubles as possible. Yeah, that's the end of the fight. It's much, much faster of a fight on average, I feel like, with Dream Wielder as opposed to without. And like Lostkin, you want to keep her in the corner. It's much easier to keep her in the corner, or get her in the corner rather, with Dream Wielder, because you can just Dream Wielder into the corner. Boom. 7 hits. Dream Wielder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stagger counts reset. Or the combo count. And this is a little scary, but device cycle over. Yeah, hello. Welcome to the chat. This fight's, I can explain it a lot better with Dream Wielder than without. So, for both, I forgot to mention this earlier, but for both, for each stagger, there's one thing that you want to be doing. Oops. So, get in the corner. What you want to do is side slash, up slash. Every single time. Side slash, up slash. Even if you have soul. Side slash, up slash. And then, if Dream Wielderless, if she jumps close, you can get a 3rd nail hit. And then you can Shadesol. With Dream Wielder, you just want to Shadesol a bunch. Maybe it's better too. Okay, so either way, so without Dream Wielder or with Dream Wielder, you want to get 1, 2, and then if she's close, a 3rd nail hit. And if she's far away, you just want to shoot Shadesols. And with Dreamwelder, you can just get free soul every single stagger. So it's going to look like 1, 2. Let me do that again because I'm not used to the timing after a pause. Dreamwelder. That was a very close jump. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and chases. I messed that up a bit. And I was slow on the combo, so I died. That's generally what you want to be doing. And if she does that, and you have full soul in the corner, you can just do that. Corner, 1, 2, Chasel, Chasel. Chasel. 1, 2, Chasel, Chasel, Chasel. That's 5 hits, 7. Dreamwheel, 1, 2, 3, Chasel, Chasel, Chasel. And that's the end of the fight. So if she jumps close, get a third nail hit. If she jumps far, just Chasel. And just keep hitting until you get to 7. One, 2, 3, Chasel, Chasel, Chasel. 1, 2, Chasel, Chasel. Don't have enough soul. Surprisingly. 1, 2, 3, Chasel, Chasel, Chasel. And the fight's basically over, so just get another Chasel. This fight's also difficult. Probably on the level of Lostkin difficult. Maybe even more difficult if you don't have Dreamwelder. So, definitely want to practice, and starting off you might want to just get the safety bench even if you're not at 4 health anyways. Let's do this fight one more time, and then keep going. Boom. And if you get parried, you just be sad about it. And the fight's basically over. Just need one more Chasel. Or not. Need a bit more. Yeah, now the fight's over. Alright. Now that that's done, we go down. Let me do that movement right. Let me do that movement right. We go get King's Brand. King's Brand, of course, gives us access to the Abyss. And once we do that, we're gonna go do Markoth. We can't Dreamgate from here, so we leave. On 161 you can Dreamgate early, so you hold up, and as soon as Hornet leaves, as soon as Hornet leaves and the knight moves just the time you press Dream now. And that lets you Dreamgate. On Grand Patch you can't do that, so you have to wake up and then Dreamgate. Thanks for the good luck. And that'll take you back to King's Station. And once you get King's Brand, you're going to want to go down to the Palace Grounds. And you can go get Dreamgate. Or not Dreamgate, Shade Cloak. So you're going to sea dash through here. And you're going to come down through here. and you just get to this door. The drop that I like to do is a drop that people do on 1221, and it's this drop right here. Where you drop down right where this thing is. This like little vine coming out of the ceiling. Drop here, and you'll see ground down here. Isn't it worth getting a couple souls so you can D-Dark? This is true ending, so you don't have D-Dark. Then you come down here, and then those are both inventory drops on 1221. On current patch, they're not. Let me go back up. Is that the right timescale? No? One more. Alright. So yeah, down here. Inventory drop on 1221, don't on current patch. And you fall down here, come over here, inventory drop again. Or inventory drop, where is this inventory drop? It's like right next to this platform. This might be an inventory drop on current patch too. Yeah, nice. So that is an inventory drop if you can get the one frame. If not, that's completely fine, you just fall down. And you fall down here, and then you C-dash. Then you come down here, and you, hold on, let me see. Where's the safe state? Okay. So just want to come through here, and then C-dash here. So this C-dash is fine. And jump, get on this platform. Get a C-dash from here as well. This is the lighthouse climb, the sibling climb. People call it sibling climb because there's just a bunch of siblings. And there's a route that you want to take for this. There's a specific route that you want to take for this climb. If it's difficult, that's completely fine. You can take a slightly easier, less complicated route. You want to climb up here. You want to get on this side of this platform, if possible. That's the big one. You want to get on the left side of that platform, and if that's not feasible, you can just go on the right side like this. And that's completely fine. But if possible, you want to get on, and if you're comfortable enough, you can go on the left side. So like this. And that means you can go down under that platform as well. Hold on. Alright. This is going to be something that you want to practice for a while because this is hard to get down. This climb is not easy to get down by any means. Even I mess it up still. Like there. Sometimes there'll be a sibling there. If you're going for that, you probably aren't taking enough damage for it to really matter. Okay, maybe you are. But in reality, it shouldn't. That's a good save. And you're gonna want to come. You're gonna come in here, hit the lever, leave, and then on 1221, there's an inventory drop right here. There's an inventory drop, and then you just C-dash from there. On current patch, it's a bit of a different drop. You're gonna come down here, just hold right. Once you see the platform, dash, and then C-dash from there. From here to shade click, it's pretty straightforward. C-dash, jump up here, C-dash again. Climb up here. And jump and get C-dash, and get Shade Cloak. Alright. So we get Shade Cloak. And here, there's a bit of a thing that we do. So you get Shade Cloak, right? This animation takes a while. So it's about 15 seconds of animation. About 16 seconds of animation that we can't wait through. That we can't skip. We can skip it though by quitting out. So we save quit here immediately once we sit down. You'll start to learn the timing, but when you start off, make sure that you're actually hitting the water before you save quit, because otherwise you get sent back to Hornet, and that's a long, long, long and sad trek back down to Abyss. Go into the save in Dreamgate here. On current patch, you'll get this. You just hold Dreamnail and up, and until your knight looks up, and then you let go of up. Don't press anything else, or it becomes Dreamgate invulnerability, and it's a major glitch. On 1-2-1, there's less risk, because you can't get that invulnerability. It seems like. All right. So from here we're gonna go do markoth. So we ring the bell. The stack's gonna come. You don't have to wait or anything. We just go C dash. Same drop as before. Same deal. C dash. Here we don't need any soul. So we don't need the bell flies. We just leave. There is an inventory drop for 1-2-1. I think it's around here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, literally right here. It's like around here where this branch is, I guess. So this would be on 1-2-1. You would C dash, and then dash dash, and then inventory drop here. We don't have inventory drops on current patch, so we I think we see dash in still. Stop here. Hold on, let me do that again. C dash, stop here, land on this platform. That we don't need to land on that platform, huh? So we just dash, pogo, we come down here, and then we dash in because it's faster. On 1-2-1, you want to C dash off this platform. On current patch, it's faster, just dash into the transition. So I don't know the 1-2-1 movement here, so I'm just going to do the current patch movement. You just want to dash as much as possible and get some hits on these. And then here you want to C dash, because you will never get hit if you C dash off the right end of that, the left end of that platform. My bad. Is it here? Hold on. Yep, it is. So, dash into the transition. Pogo, dash, dash. Just buffer dashes everywhere. C dash off the left edge of this platform, and you won't get hit. Alright. From here. And going into Markoth, you want at least 7 soul. So hit these hoppers until you have 7 soul. Shake look through the shake gate, and C dash into here. This fight's a little interesting. Markoth has 250 health, which is 2 nail hits and 3 shade soul doubles. This is why you need 7 hits of soul. So you start the fight, you get 2 nail hits, and you get, you try to get 3 doubles. If you don't, that's fine, you can just do that. How do you get these doubles? Because these are a bit finicky. First, let's start with the beginning of the fight. What you want to do is you want to short hop wings and up slash during the wings. Because that'll get rid of the knockback. And then you jump to the right and then left slash. Then from here, you want to follow Markoth and Chasel while he's not near any not like close by any platforms, and you'll get doubles. Regardless of what direction he's moving, if he's not next to a platform, it will double. And if he's next to a platform, just wait until he's not, and then get doubles. If you miss any of these doubles, it's 3 nail hits. Hold on. It's 3 nail hits and another Shadesel, so it's a bit. You want to get these doubles. So where you want to get these doubles is like around here, this area, this open area, anywhere up here really. This area, and this entire middle section, including this down here. That's really where you want to be getting doubles. If you like greed some of these doubles, you can get them elsewhere, but that's the main places where you're going to want to get it. So Markoth, let's do it a couple more times, just so we can see like where the doubles are. So this is top left. This is okay for doubles. One more. This is middle, and that's one more double. Taking it slow and getting all the doubles, hitting all the doubles is going to be better than missing a double and having to get nil hits. That was perfect RNG because he just stayed in the middle and that you could just get all the doubles in the world. Sometimes you'll get bad RNG and he'll just float up left or up right, and that's just annoying to deal with. But yeah, you just want to get as many doubles as possible. You want to get 3 doubles, all 3 of them. Let's say you don't. Depending on if you got 4 or 5 Shadesel hits. Depending on if you got 4 or 5 Shadesel hits, you're gonna want to, so that's 4. You're gonna want to get 3 nail hits and get 1 more double. If you get 5, you're gonna want to get 3 nail hits and just a nail cancel. And that's 4 again, so you're gonna want to get a double. And that's the top right area where you can get doubles. And that's like what you want to be seeing, is just all 3 doubles. If you get 5 like that, and you just chase 3 nail hits and just get another Shadesel, and that'll be the end of the fight. Let's get one more good one, and then we'll go on. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, and Shadesel. You should have plenty of health going into here, so you shouldn't be dying to Markoth. If you are, then there's yeah. This really should not be a boss that you should be dying to, compared to, like, let's say Lostkin or Hornetsu. Let's get one more good one. Why was I not? Oh, why was I not up against the wall? Huh. That's another 5. And that's 6. No, that was lucky. I was like right next to the platform. And that's 3. Collect Markoth. Collect Markoth Essence. And that's 1148, which is exactly what you should have. If you have like 1 or 2 more because you got extra essence, that's amazing. So Markoth's done. And next after Markoth is Gorb. But my voice is leaving my body. I am going to end this stream here. We'll keep going from here next stream. Next stream I'll keep going with this guide, but for now I am done. My voice is shot, and my voice is tired. That's the main reason I'm done. So there will definitely be a part 2. This will probably be a 2-part streaming event. Next stream will cover everything from Gorb to Gorb all the way to the end, probably. So yeah. It's a good stream. Thank you, Valley, for the raid partway through. Hope you all enjoyed. Hey, if you're new here and you want to catch more of my streams, feel free to follow on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube. This video series will also be going up on YouTube as well. If you want to catch that, and if you want to catch more of my streams, again, the Twitch follow, greatly appreciated, and you'll get notified for my next streams. Alright. Let's see. Let's find someone to raid. We're done with this. Let's find someone to raid so that we can finish off this stream. Give them some love. Pass on the favor from Valley. See if we can see. Let's see if there's someone speedrunning right now. Speedrunning Hollow Knight. Speed run. Let's see. Alright. I think we have someone to raid. Let's give a raid to JX. They're doing any percent practice right now for 1-2-1 any percent NMG for a sub 35 for a 34. Give me a sec. Let's go give them a raid. JX, great 80% runner, going for a 34, a sub 35. Let's go give them some love. Hey, thank y'all for coming by to the stream. It was amazing. Again, follow to get notified for my next streams. And yeah. Thanks for coming by. I'll catch y'all next stream. Y'all have a good day. See y'all around. Good stream, good stream, good stream.